Dun da 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 dun 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 da 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 da. Welcome to the Clown News Network. I'm your host, Mr. Anchor III. Portland Broken News top story of last month. Ted Wheeler and Dan Ryan meet with local business leaders to promote their plan to tackle homelessness. The plan includes banning camping within the city limits and creating 6 large camps for people to be concentrated into. The city pushes back on the characterization of these camps as concentrating, but rather mass congregating, because that's different. The stated intent is to move homeless people close to services that will be centralized in these locations sometime in the future. But for now, the city will just take their stuff at a faster rate in order to make way for such critical livability improvements as pickleball courts. Not kidding. Mayor Wheeler has gone as far as declaring that we should bring back involuntary commitments to mental institutions to help out. These institutions, by the way, say they have no capacity for such an arrangement, but that's no matter for Wheeler, who's plowing ahead.
And then I have these so-called experts telling me I'm inhumane because I'm asking people not to occupy our public spaces wall to wall. At some point, for me, I'll take common sense over expertise.
What exactly do you mean by common sense over expertise, Ted? Ted's common sense approach.
Phase 1, take their stuff. Phase 2, Phase 3, fewer homeless people.
The friendly business crowd only needed mild encouragement to clap.
Everyone clap for that. Thank you. I feel like the Safe Rest Villages were our baby step in regards to this. So I broke some wind, if you will.
You sure did, Dan. And it smells a whole lot better than your current plan. Phew! Someone open a window. The initial camping ban effort has been put into effect with an increase in sweeps in the East Side Industrial District during a 90-day reset phase. These sweeps, along with the previous 90-day reset in Old Town, are displacing peoples from the very areas of the city that are close to services that are currently available, for compassion. Here, you can see the city's own data on how sweeps are reducing the total number of camps. The blue line represents a more or less constant sweep rate of around 50 to 90 camps per week, and the red line is showing the total number of campsites, which is definitely going down at a steady rate. Oh wait. Note that this data from December 21st to December 24th is down somewhat as the city claims campsite removals were paused. Merry Christmas. Just kidding. It was because of severe weather, not due to the concern for the homeless people, but because rapid response crews couldn't safely travel with all the ice. An eyewitness reported a camp being swept while the occupants were away at a warming shelter during the pause. Now that's cold. Amazingly, many of these camps just end up around the corner from where they were. Great job there, guys. What are you really trying to do here? Meanwhile, solutions that would actually get people off the streets are nowhere to be found. Where do you expect these people to go, Ted? Sweep tents and take people's stuff now, and then hope to create as of yet undefined and unfunded solutions at some point in the future? Compassion and common sense, for sure. The City Council voted recently to partially fund the increased sweeps by defunding the Joint Office of Homeless Services program. According to Multnomah County, the city's $8 million budget cut to JOHS alone could threaten to shutter 2 homeless shelters and cut the rental assistance program in 2023, if not permanently. Does that sound like it's going to help? I'm not following your common sense, Ted. But just to be sure, let's do the math. Sweeping camps houses exactly 0 people. Loss of JOHS funding puts 1,698 more people on the street. Let's see, 0 minus 1,698 is negative 1,698 people housed. Our common sense tells us, and the math confirms, that this is really bad. Just to be double sure, let's check the badometer. Yep, definitely really bad. I wonder what other way there could be that, might actually work. Lucky for you, CNN has a real common sense suggestion. It's called Housing First, borrowed from many amazing housing justice organizations.
Phase 1, build houses. Phase 2, provide them houses. Phase 3, fewer homeless people.
The solution is so obvious, it's in the name of the problem, like a hidden clue for you, Ted. In case you're still confused, we'll spell it out for you. Homeless people need access to housing, not getting pushed around and having their stuff taken. Not only does Housing First work, it actually helps people rather than perpetrating a cycle of harm. Imagine that! Here we have examples of Housing First approaches working across the country, including Houston and the state of Utah. Check out those numbers. Let's check the barometer for this approach. Oh yeah, that is really good. Funny how that works, eh, Ted? Solving homelessness with houses. Now that's common sense. This has been your Portland Broken News top story of last month. As always, you can find links to our sources as well as more information in the description. Until next time.